the blueprints. And we are inviting His Excellency himself, Right Honorable Sha'aban Ibrahim Sharada, to come forward and perform. Please give him a huge round of applause. We're talking about the vision for Kano beyond 2023. Handsome, young, and rich, and we are good to go. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Your Excellency, the chairman of our dear party and presidential candidate of our party, our father, Engineer Sani Yusuf Yabagi. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol because of the time. I'm highly, exceptionally grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for sparing my life to lead the public presentation and unveiling of my blueprint as a gubernatorial candidate under the platform of Action Democratic Party ADP in Kano State. With immense humility, I'm highly honored to appear before the thousands of highly respected and dignified personalities of the good people of Kano State. I will continue to recognize this opportunity as a privilege which will be utilized to promote the interests of my dear Kano State in preparation for the fast approaching general election in the country. I will continue to recognize distinguished invited guests. My desire to contest for the governorship position of Kano State is largely motivated by the increased public agitation for credible leadership that salvage Kano State from current governance challenges which make life difficult and the democracy unattractive. These challenges include poor services in education, health, trade and commerce, as well as rampant impunity and social injustice in public sector governance of our dear state. And against this background, I have resolved to contest the governorship position of Kano State after due consultations with relevant stakeholders. The objective of this commitment is to reposition the state towards economic prosperity, welfare of the people, observance of rule of law, and integrity in governance with due regard to human dignity and public interest. In pursuant of this course, this occasion is organized to provide the opportunity to present my blueprint, which is designed to address political, socio-economic, and infrastructural gaps in governance of Kano State. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to assure my team and supporters, our invited guests, and other general public of a sincere commitment to implement this blueprint, whose major objective is to institutionalize inclusive governance regulated by law, people-oriented policy, transparency, accountability, and judicial public expenditure management. It is important to state that This document was developed by a special technical committee headed by my humble self and assisted by the members of Pitala Jama'ar Kano, headed by Khalifa Mustapha Dankade, with scholars and experts from different fields as members of the community. I am aware of the wide range of comments generated by my formal declaration to contest the governorship position of Kano State. Many have commented on my young age and inclination of youth and absence of identified political boss, even though there is no accusation of incapacity. This gives me a sense of joy, a rest of mind that I have received an appreciable public acceptability in spite of my humble socio-economic background, which opens my mind to aspire for this post to facilitate the development of our dear people of Kano State. This thought has also opposed the belief by most politicians that electoral victory is determined by political bosses and not the electorate. I have always considered the electorate as the most important stakeholders in the electoral process, especially the youth, who constituted 77% of the registered voters, with students dominating the larger percentage. And before I present my blueprint, let me use this medium to appreciate the esteemed presence of the Kano Business Community Council, and I equally appreciate the presence of the leadership of labor unions, public workers, associations across the 3 tiers and organs of government, professional bodies, human rights bodies, and activists, private sector unions, farmer groups, as well as women groups, for taking time to make this event a reality. And by the special grace of God, I intend to give a priority to the welfare, dignity, and integrity of workers in both the public and private sector to promote industrial harmony, economic prosperity, and productivity. This will grant it through a well-articulated policy that ensures prompt payment of salary on 25th of each month, 5 months after our assumption of office if elected governor of Kano State, inshallah. Also, unjust deduction and delay in payment of salaries will be stopped, while payment of pension, gratuity, and approved allowances will be paid as when due. And in the same manner, the government will ensure the timely promotion of staff, that prompt settlement of corresponding benefits where applicable. This obligation will be extended to cover effective provision of capacity development services within and outside the country to boost morale and efficient service delivery. Closely connected with the above is a design plan to institutionalize a stakeholder special meeting of not less than 1,000 participants in every month, in every 6 months. The objective of the meeting is to review the governance process and receive feedback that will be discussed at the State Executive Council meeting for implementation. The participant will include representative of labor union, the civil service, trade unions, women groups, road transport workers, petty traders, associations, student unions, the business community, traditional council, motor vehicle dealers, and human rights, as well as religious bodies, to mention but few. And at this juncture, it is my pleasure to present the blueprint of and summary highlight of its content details as follows. The blueprint for system strengthening and institutional reforms This comprehensive plan was developed by Sha'aban Ibrahim Sharada Technical Committee Group and a group of experts including technocrats, academics, industrial experts, businessmen, and other relevant stakeholders. And our goal is to improve the economic, social, legal, and administrative sector in Kano State. Furthermore, Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, will be at the heart of the blueprint development for transforming Kano State. The blueprint has been designed in such a way that most of the clusters align with these SDGs, ensuring that the proposed solutions are aligned with international development priorities and contribute to achieve global goals. For example, SDG 4, quality education, will be central to the blueprint's development, as improving the quality of education, including improving the teaching standard, will be a key focus area. This will help to increase access to quality education for all and improve learning outcomes, ultimately providing more economic opportunities for our people. Also, SDG 1, no poverty, as reducing poverty and addressing issues of inequality, particularly in terms of access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities, will be crucial for promoting more inclusive development. Similarly, SDG 2, zero hunger, will be necessary for the blueprint, as improving agricultural productivity and food security in the state by investing in irrigation, supporting smallholder farmers, and encouraging the development of agribusiness can reduce hunger and malnutrition. Incorporation these SDGs will be crucial to the blueprint, as it will align the proposed solutions with international development priorities. Furthermore, it will ensure that actions taken in the state contribute to achieving global goals and improving the well-being of the people of Kano State. Blueprint is divided into 4 chapters, and each focusing on a specific sector. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Chapter 1 of our blueprint is economic sector. Economic sector is essential to any civilization, as it is the engine of growth and progress. The economic sector in Kano State is characterized by continued neglect of commercial and industrial activities. Over 50% of the industries operated in Kano State have closed down, with many relocating to other places to operate. Those that have remained are operating below capacity due to several obstacles, including limited access to financial and credit facilities. The blueprint for system strengthening and institutional reforms aims to address these challenges through various initiatives, including job creation programs, support for small and medium-sized enterprise, and financial inclusion initiatives. In this chapter, you will find out what we are going to do to help the economy in Kano State deal with problems like unemployment and a lack of access to credit and financial services. Chapter 2 of our blueprint talked about social sector, comprises various issues impacting individuals and communities' well-being and quality of life. In Kano State, the social sector faces challenges such as poor access to quality healthcare, education, and social services. The blueprint for system strengthening and institutional reforms aim to address these challenges through various initiatives, including improvement in healthcare, infrastructure, education, and skills development investment, and support for social protection programs. In this chapter, we discuss our initiatives to improve the social sector in Kano State, including access to healthcare, education, and other social services. Chapter 3 in our blueprint is law and justice sector. The law and justice sector ensures that the rule of law is upheld and that individuals have access to justice. In Kano State, the law and justice sector faces challenges such as backlog of cases and limited access to legal services. The blueprint for system strengthening and institutional reforms aim to deal with these problems through several initiatives such as judicial reforms, improvement in legal aid system, and help for the development of alternative ways to settle disputes. In this chapter, we outline our plans for improving the law and justice sector in Kano State, including judicial reforms, legal aid, and alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. Chapter 4, which is the last chapter of our blueprint, is administrative sector. In this chapter, we will present our strategies of improving the administrative sector in Kano State, including institutional reforms and public service delivery. The administrative sector is responsible for managing and administrating government services and programs. In Kano State, administrative sector faces challenges such as lack of transparency, inefficiency, and corruption. The blueprint for system strengthening and institutional reforms aims to address these challenges through various initiatives, including procurement process, improvement in public service delivery, and support for anti-corruption efforts. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by appealing to everyone here to have a copy of this blueprint. I wish all of us a peaceful and successful election exercise devoid of any wrongful or malpractice. I thank you for the kind attention while soliciting your support to emerge as a winner in the gubernatorial election by the grace of God. Thank you and God bless. Thank you and God bless. Thank you and God bless.
Sha'aban shine.